Hello, and a warm welcome to everyone. I'm Hank Paul, the Portrait Podcaster. Hello and a warm welcome to you all. I'm Hank Paul, and I've got a very interesting program for you tonight. 6,000 years and the fall of reverence. For more than 6,000 years, human civilizations, Egyptian, Hebrew, Greek, Roman, Hindu, Christian, and many others, shared a fundamental truth. That there exists a moral order higher than man himself. This belief was not superstition. It was the cornerstone of temples and empires, of legal codes and entire ways of life. The sacred was revered. Divine justice was feared. And it was understood that power must submit to wisdom, and wisdom, to the divine. But in the 20th century, that ancient chain of reverence was shattered. When mankind split the atom, we didn't just unleash a new form of destructive energy. We crossed a metaphysical threshold. For the first time in human history, we held divine power in our hands, but with no God in our hearts. We began to see ourselves as the ultimate measure of all things. The consequences were catastrophic. Auschwitz and Hiroshima. Totalitarian regimes that replaced God with the state. A technology that advanced with stunning speed, while the human soul retreated. We became like children playing with matches in a house made of dry straw, proud of our intelligence, but blind to the consequences. Moral progress stalled, even as our capacity for power grew exponentially. And the more we abandoned the sacred, the more soulless our civilization became. For 6,000 years, we were taught to kneel before the mystery of existence, to honor the soul, the family, the community, sacrifice, and transcendence. But just a few decades of modern arrogance taught us to place ourselves above everything, as if the universe revolved around us. And so we fall into anxiety, loneliness, addiction, and nihilism. Modern civilizations, in Europe, the United States, and other secularized nations, have discarded the spiritual inheritance of humanity. From Mesopotamia to Christian Rome, the wisdom of the ancients has been cast aside, replaced by modern ideologies that pretend to know more. Cold rationalisms, soulless materialisms, and revolutionary utopias that have spilled more blood than they've produced virtue. We're told that before Sumer, there was nothing. That humanity emerged out of nowhere, like some prehistoric Flintstones episode. But how convenient that the only written record we can trace back, reaches exactly 6,000 years, just as the Bible says. And yet we ignore the sacred texts written by witnesses of their time, choosing instead to trust in modern theories that deny all transcendence. Today, faith is not easy. It is a gift. And you know something, old man? I'm going to keep bothering you about this, because beyond everything else, it's the only thing that gives life real meaning. Let me illustrate it with a question. How many explosions of metal, glass, aluminum, wires, and plastic would it take before, by pure chance, a perfectly functioning Mercedes-Benz was assembled? I asked that question to artificial intelligence. And the answer was clear: it is absolutely impossible. No matter how many millions or billions of years pass, a Mercedes will never arise by accident. It takes a creator, someone to imagine it, design it, and assemble it. So I asked. And what about us, human beings? Aren't we infinitely more complex than a Mercedes? The answer was immediate: yes. Absolutely. Just look at human culture, its music, its art, its moral codes, its sacred stories. We didn't come from chaos. Neither did civilization. The idea that we are a product of randomness, without purpose, without soul, without meaning, is not science. It is despair, disguised as modernity. We were once taught to worship the divine. Now we worship the self. The algorithm. Consumption. But without the soul, there is no civilization. And without transcendence, there is no future. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button and share this video with as many people as you can.